welcome back to Humberside. The Hull Arena is the venue for this year's Winmau World Masters Darts Championship. A field of over 250 players representing over 70 countries form the field, and the prize is the title ranked second only to the BDO World Championship itself. Tonight has been all about the final qualifying round, and 4 of the 8 places on offer in the main draw were settled just a few hours ago here. Colin Fowler of England beaten by Martin Phillips of Wales. The experience shone through. Glenn Durant of Cleveland got the better of Craig Baxter of Scotland. Ewan Hislop of Scotland beat Robert Wagner of Norway. Good result for him. And Christian Kist of the Netherlands beat Radek Shiganski, playing under the Irish flag tonight, but he comes from Poland. He's actually an Irish bus driver. Lost his way today. Okay, so for the rest of tonight we've got 4 more games, and the winners will go through and play one of the top 8 seeds in the competition. Kevin Thomas is going to play Steve Douglas, and Richie Howson will be up against Andrew Gilding. And also in the lineup, well, Stephen Bunting will play Peter Johns, and Rick Hofstra of the Netherlands will play Jim Widmeyer of the United States. And Jim only just made it here. He nearly didn't get to Hull. Hurricane Irene in the United States nearly stopped him from crossing the Atlantic.
This is my 7th Masters right now, and each time I progress a little more, and it worked out fine this year. It's different. It's a longer format for us. We're used to 2 out of 3, and that's it over here. But best of 5 and then best of 3 sets is much more better. You definitely have to work to play the sport back in the States. There's not much money in the game over in the States. It's a good weekend job. It's pretty popular. It's still on its learning legs, but yeah, it's a popular sport. Nobody comes over here on their own. We only come over if we make a US team or something. But yeah, you definitely have to come over here and play the better players to see where you stand. There was a hurricane back on the East Coast, and that prevented 2 of our players, Tom Sawyer and Tom Curtin, from not attending the tournament. I got lucky. I was checking every day with the airport to see if I could make it over, and luckily it hit a couple days earlier than my flight, and I got lucky. Mine looked like the hurricane passed it by, but other streets, you know, it was bad. People come out of their houses, and it's just a sad situation. I work for the sanitation department in New York City, and we cleaned up the debris, the downed trees, and everything from the hurricane. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's overdue for me. I lost on the board finals 3 times, and I finally got through. You know, I wouldn't be playing if I didn't think I could advance all the way.
David Croft will make his way up to the commentary box in a few minutes' time. Well done, Jim, for getting here. He sort of loves his sport, but he's doing a great job back home.
It's absolutely unbelievable, to be honest. Hardly the best preparation, but it's great to see Jim here and in such fine fettle as well. A couple of the USA guys didn't make it. They didn't get on the last plane out, but it's great to see him here, and great to see him back up on the stage again. He's a fine player. He's been around for a long time as well. Really experienced player.
I think part of the opening stage of the Masters, David, is always that so many countries are represented, and all around the venue it's different accents, it's different shirts. It's part of the great pleasure of coming to this event.
Oh, without a doubt. It's a fabulous warm-up for the World Cup later this month as well, and a lot of these guys will be playing each other in that. In fact, the match that we're going to look at, Jim Widmeyer against Rick Hofstra, they've already played today as well. It's absolutely balmy, this. Hundreds of players hanging around Hull, and who'd have thought 2 guys playing in the Masters also get the chance to play in the Lakeside playoffs as well.
Well, I think Rick won this particular match, so he's one up. But he didn't go on to qualify, though, did he? So there was a sting in the tail.
Quite. He might have beaten Jim Widmeyer by 2-1, but sadly no lakeside for Rick Hofstra, who is a dangerous opponent as well. You were in Bridlington a few years ago.
I remember, yeah.
Raymond van Barneveld, very cold one Saturday morning, got dumped out by the young Dutchman at the time. Rick's form has been a bit up and down ever since, but he comes now back to this Masters event on TV, more experienced as well. They get more experience as the years go on, even the fans here, you know. And I think this is going to be a cracking matchup, I really do.
Yeah, it's night one. Stephen Bunting coming up a little bit later.
Is he a friend of yours?
Yes,
or a friend of Bunting's?
Yes, yeah. But Bunting's got all the experience, but Stephen really wants a big result, doesn't he? You can sense it in when you talk to him.
Ever since he became a boys' youth master back in 2001, Steve Bunting, I've no idea who that man is, has been looking for the big results. And he's got the odd open win. He's been successful in his local patch. But there is a game within Stephen Bunting bursting to get out that will take on the best in the world. I really hope we see it, because there's not many more likeable guys in the world of darts than Big Stevie Bunting.
We've got 4 matches to get through. The action is coming up in a few minutes' time. It's the opening night of the Winmau Masters. Coming up, we've got Rick Hofstra against Jim Widmeyer, and the players will be on stage in a few minutes' time. Stay with us here on ESPN.